Canada's Natural Resource Minister is defending Canadian crude after a pipeline ruptured in central Arkansas. You watched it here live on AM Agenda just moments ago. Joel Oliver remains a staunch advocate of the Keystone XL project as questions are being raised over pipeline safety in wake of that recent spill. So let's get to Kathy Mueller in Calgary for more. Hi, Kathy.
Yeah, good morning, Pat. Well, listen, we just heard it just a few moments back from Minister Joe Oliver in Ottawa, and definitely he defended well Keystone XL pipeline as well as Canadian crude and the pipeline industry here in Canada. Actually, his announcement was all about a pipeline that would bring crude from the west to the east, the refineries in New Brunswick and in Quebec as well. So definitely a good announcement for the energy sector here in Canada and for the energy sector here in Alberta as well. Now, with that being said, definitely all eyes and all ears were all about the spill that happened from ExxonMobil in Arkansas. So definitely a lot of questions were raised to the minister during the press conference in Ottawa earlier today. And here's what he told reporters about the Keystone XL pipeline and the spill that happened in Arkansas.
Let's put this in perspective and proceed in a bit of a logical manner here. A very old, more than 60-year-old U.S. pipeline had a leak. It happened to be carrying Canadian crude. The fact that it was carrying Canadian crude did not have any impact on the leak. We know from science that Canadian crude is not more corrosive than light crude. So there was an accident there, which is very regrettable. About 15% of the oil transported by pipeline in the United States comes from Canada. So if there are accidents, there could be Canadian oil implicated. The United States is not going to stop building pipelines, because if they did, they would be confronted with two alternatives: either seeing their economy very badly hurt, or transporting the oil by tanker, by train or by truck, which is a far less safe way of transporting oil. Because as we know, the safety record for pipelines is 99.99945%. And the U.S. State Department said that the Keystone XL pipeline would be safer than typically built pipelines in the United States.
Further to his comments, we did speak to Sean Howard of TransCanada Corporation. That's the company spearheading Keystone XL pipeline project that would bring crude from Alberta down to the U.S. Gulf Coast. Well, he echoes the comments that Minister Oliver said this morning, essentially saying that the Keystone XL pipeline went through rigorous environmental reviews as well as the reviews in terms of safety measures. So he says that really the Keystone XL pipeline was the most studied case in recent history here in North America. So definitely in terms of safety, the Keystone XL pipeline is state of the art. So definitely Minister Oliver definitely echoes a lot of the concerns and comments that the TransCanada Corporation has said in the past as well. When it comes to the project itself, Pat, if we want to go back to 4 years ago when it all started, when they really pitched the idea 4 years from now, and now we're still waiting for the presidential approval. And Keystone XL pipeline and the folks at TransCanada Corporation say that they're hopeful that the president will give an answer within a few months. And right now it's going under review to a public comment meeting in Nebraska in mid-April. So we'll get to know a little bit more the fate of this project. But definitely it's good news that we heard Natural Resources Minister Joe Oliver really reinforce how safe pipelines are and how safe the Keystone XL pipeline is as well, and how good and valid it would be to both Canada and the United States as well.
Okay. Kathy, thanks very much.
You're welcome.